Hi friends, I am Bhaskar. Welcome back to my channel Education with Entertainments, and today we are going to discuss about the current affairs on 10th March 2021. So coming to the first one, President of India inaugurates conservation works at Singorgar 14 MP. The President of India Ramnath Kovind has laid the foundation stone for the conservation works of Singorgar 14 Singrampur village of Damo district in Madhya Pradesh. He also inaugurated the newly carved Jabalpur Circle of Archaeological Survey of India. Apart from this, President Kovind addressed the state level tribal conference Janjitiya Sammelan at Singrampur village in Damo. The program was organized jointly by the Ministry of Culture, Government of India, and the Tribal Affairs Department of Madhya Pradesh. And coming to the next one, Google launched Women Will Web platform. Google has launched a new web platform, Womenville, on March 8, 2021 on the occasion of International Women's Day. This platform will provide its support to 1 million rural women in India in order for them to become entrepreneurs with the help of accelerator programs, business tutorials, and mentorship. This web portal can be accessed in English and Hindi languages. It will offer guidance to the aspiring women in villages to turn their interest or a hobby like beauty services, tailoring, home tuition, food processing, and etc. into the business. It will also be providing guidance to manage and promote the business. The Women Will platform is designed for women aspiring to explore entrepreneurship. To begin with, Google will work with 2000 internet scientists to help other women with this resource to start their entrepreneurial journey. And coming to the next one, Bangladesh to commemorate 50th anniversary of 1971 Liberation War. In the 50th year of Indian victory over Pakistan in the 1971 Liberation War, Indian naval ships arrived in the port town of Mongla for a 3-day visit to Bangladesh. The Indian naval ships is on a 3-day visit between March 8th to 10th. This is the first time ever that any Indian naval ship is visiting the port of Mongla in Bangladesh. The basic aim of this visit to pay homage to the Bangladeshi and Indian combatants and citizens who laid down their lives during the Liberation War of 1971 against Pakistan. The ships will take part in the ongoing Swarnim Vijay Varsha celebrations to commemorate 50 years of the Liberation War of 1971 and reiterating the historic Indo-Bangladesh friendship. And coming to the next one, India's first forest healing center inaugurated in Uttarakhand's Ranikhet. The first forest healing center of the country was inaugurated at Ranikhet in Kalika, Uttarakhand. The Forest Healing Center has been developed by the research wing of Uttarakhand Forest Department after research on the healing properties of the forest and its revitalizing impact on overall health and well-being. It is spread over an area of around 13 acres. This healing center has been established in a pine dominated forest as it has been found in various studies that conifers like pine trees emit certain oil compounds to safeguard themselves from various microbes and pathogens, which are called phytoncides. It has been found in various researches that these compounds help in multiply natural killer NK cells in our blood, which help in fighting infections and cancerous growth and enhance overall immunity. And coming to the next one, Allianz Insurance launches insurance portal SME Insurance. Allianz Insure has launched the insurance portal SME Insure in order to provide financial security to micro, small, and medium enterprises, Small Shops and Business Owners Alliance. It is a portal to insure 5 crores small and medium enterprises under the insurance category. Notably, the portal will provide insurance services in digital format, physical through individual personal assistance, and digital insurance through the portal. The target of Allianz Insurance is to reach more than 5 crore SMEs in the first year and expect revenue of 10 crore rupees. Approximately 97% of the SMEs in India are not insured. And coming to the next one, HDFC Bank launches Startup Unnati program. HDFC Bank, on the occasion of International Women's Day, has announced the launch of a dedicated program named Smart of Unnati for mentoring women entrepreneurs by women leaders at the bank. Under the Smart of Unnati program, over the next 1 year, senior women leaders from HDFC Bank will mentor women entrepreneurs in helping them to achieve their goals. This program is available only to existing customers and will initially target more than 3,000 women entrepreneurs associated with the bank's Startup program. And coming to the next one, NABARD's Chintala takes charge as chairman of APRACA. So NABARD chairman G.R. Chintala has assumed charge as the chairman of APRACA, which means Asia Pacific Rural and Agricultural Credit Association. He has taken over from DPK Gunasekara, who is also the Chief Executive Officer of Bank of Ceylon. Chintala, in his address as APRACA chairman, appreciated the role of the members of APRACA in promoting the development of rural finance in Asia Pacific. APRACA, established in 1977, is an association of institutions involved in agriculture, rural and microfinance policy and development, representing 21 countries in the Asia Pacific region. And coming to the next one, UNEP Food Waste Index Report 2021. The United Nations Environment Programme and WRAP released the Food Waste Index Report 2021 and highlights that food wastage by different countries in 2019. As per the report, over 931 million tons of food were wasted globally in 2019. In India, the household food waste estimate is 50 kg per capita per year, or 68,760,163 tons a year. The household food waste estimate in the US is 59 kg per capita per year, or 19,359,951 tons a year. And China, these estimates are 64 kg per capita per year, or 91,646,213 tons a year. And coming to the next one, Bajrang Punia bags gold in Matteo Pellicon World Ranking Series. In wrestling, the World Championship bronze medalist Bajrang Punia won a gold medal at the Matteo Pellicon Ranking Series held in Rome, Italy. He defeated Mongolia's Tulga Tumor Archer 2-2 by criteria in the 65 kg freestyle event final. It is the second successive gold medal for 27 years Haryana wrestler, who had won the previous gold at this competition in 2020 by beating Jordan Oliver of the USA in the final. Apart from this, the Ace India women wrestler Vinesh Phogat won the gold medal in the 53 kg title. The 26-year-old Vinesh Phogat beat Canada's Diana Weaker at 4-0. And coming to the next one, India qualified for ICC World Test Championship final. Indian cricket team have qualified for the inaugural ICC World Test Championship final after beating England in an innings and 25 runs in the fourth and final test in Ahmedabad on 6th March. New Zealand had already qualified for the WTC final with 420 points from 11 tests with 7 wins and 4 losses. The World Test Championship final will be played at the Lord's Cricket Ground in London from June 18. And coming to the next one, Frontier Gandhi's autobiography released in English. The autobiography of Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, popularly known as Frontier Gandhi, titled The Frontier Gandhi My Life and Struggle, is said to be published in English by the publishing house Rowley Books. This will be the first autobiography in English. The book was translated into English by Imtiaz Ahmad Sahibzada, the former Pakistani civil servant and author. The book by Ghaffar Khan brings out the life events and personalities of the independence movement. The book accounts for the sacrifices and efforts that resulted in the independence of India. And coming to the next one, a book on Smriti Irani victory in Amethi released soon. The English translation of journalist author Ananta Vijay's book Amethi Sangram Atihasik Jeet Anka Hi Dastan will be released on March 15th. The book titled Dynasty to Democracy, The Untold Story of Smriti Irani Triumph traces Union Minister Irani's journey from her defeat in 2014 to her victory in the Congress stronghold of Amethi, Uttar Pradesh, during the 2019 Lok Sabha election. The Hindi book was published in December 2020. The book can also be seen as a study of RSS working style, its strategies, and exemplary execution that backed Smriti Irani efforts from 2014 to 19. And coming to the next one, Dhyan Chand awardee veteran Indian athlete Ishar Singh Deol passes away. Dhyan Chand National Sports Award winning veteran Indian athlete Ishar Singh Deol has passed away. Punjab based Deol won the Dhyan Chand National Award in 2009 for his lifelong contribution towards sports. He was specialized in the field sports of discus and shot put. He had competed in the first three Asian Games and won a bronze medal in the second Asian Games held in Manila, the Philippines in 1954. And coming to the next one, former Rajasthan Governor Anshuman Singh passes away. Justice Sri Anshuman Singh, the former governor of Rajasthan and also Gujarat, has passed away. Anshuman Singh was a retired justice who served as the governor of Rajasthan from January 1999 till 2003. Prior to that, he was appointed as the governor of Gujarat state in 1998. And coming to the next one, Uttarakhand CM Trivendra Singh Rawat resigns. Trivendra Singh Rawat has resigned as the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand a year before Hill State is scheduled to go to polls. Rawat, who became the Chief Minister after the BJP swept the assembly elections in early 2017, tendered his resignation after meeting Governor Baby Rani Maurya. According to reports, the party is bringing in a deputy chief minister, and frontrunners for the post include State Education Minister Dhan Singh Rawat, MP Ajay Bhatt, and Satpal Maharaj. So thank you friends. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.